Alright, I'm all healed up and ready to go on level 4. I might save it a couple more times down here because there's a monster that, well, you can kind of see it lurking right there. If he gets too close to me, he's gonna burn my armor. I've never been sure what the best skill is for taking him out, but you really don't want him to get close. Don't burn my armor.
Have the acid burn my armor.
I consumed my armor. Well, you know, Bacata was only wearing a leather jerkin, so I'm just gonna replace that. If he was wearing some kind of scale mail or something like that, I would have loaded it, but it's fine. I forget these things are down here too. They're not as bad on this level as they are upstairs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 4th level down here is more... There are more traps than there are monsters, but those traps can easily kill you with one shot, depending on who's facing it. Laura usually dies from one fireball hit. I think this is gonna... Well, maybe not. See that? Oh, I hate these things. Okay, good.
I think that's another crumbly wall.
For some reason when you try to pick the lock sometimes it does damage to all 3 of you. I don't know if that's a bug in the game or if they meant to do it that way. I always thought that was kind of weird. This basil ring will protect me from poison, which is very useful.
Empty.
Because I will encounter more poisonous creatures in the future. Sometimes just being in certain locations can poison you too. Let's see where we're at. I wonder if I want to go back there. I'm usually pretty thorough, but trying to be as quick as I can in some of these places. Aye. Oh, la, la. Was this where I meant to go? Yeah.
There's silver coins in here.
Crossbow.
Empty.
As far as ranged weapons go, there is an advantage to using them, which I will get into a little bit later. I'm not going to start using them just yet. But I mean, as you can see, we have Rogue, which goes up as you use ranged weapons, and even if you don't use ranged weapons, you want to level up your Rogue skill anyway, so I'll get into details in that with a little later, but okay. We're getting pretty close to our destination here. Hey. You could pressurize that plate, but I think we're pretty much in the clear. Well, I don't regret going back for that chest, so that was worth it. Oh, here we are.
Excuse me. We are seeking a cure for King Richard of Gladstone.
Peasants! How dare you speak before placing an offering? Go through the archway there, and place your trinket on the altar.
To which trinket could he be referring?
This was another moment years ago when I first played this game that I did everything wrong and I could never figure out what treasure went in here. Unfortunately, the treasure they do want is this silver goblet, which I'm really sad to get rid of because you saw how easily it restores all my life. But like I said, we wouldn't have it for very long, and it got us through these caves, so gotta move on. Here we go.
Splendid. Let us go now and get the elixir.
Should pocket some of that treasure.
Hi, I'm Laura from Grisball. Where do I go now?
When your companions are finished, you shall wait here.
We are seeking a cure for King Richard of Gladstone.
I am aware of that. Only the elixir of Diebold can cure Gladstone's monarch. Ingredients are everywhere, but the elixir you seek can only be created in an ancient white tower.
I say, could you be a bit more specific?
The Master has spoken. If you want more information, you must present another gift.
No, I will answer that query. Fate has condemned me to this course, and along its path I must tread. You must obtain 4 special trophies. First, you must butcher the creature whose flesh has never lived. Next, you must see the sweetness of your enemy. Your third ingredient must be collected from the deadly depths. Lastly, you will need powders taken from the heart of your mother. This has been inscribed on a scroll for you.
Thank you. Well, so long, Laura. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much for your assistance. All Grisball owes you a debt of gratitude for leading me through those dreadful caves.
The Master has spoken. You must leave now.
So, we have our riddle scroll here now.
First, you must butcher the creature whose flesh has never lived.
Basically, we need to ascertain what each of those 4 lines are implying in the way of ingredients. And the Draracle plays a much larger role in...
Bad luck. I presume we'll have to unravel the Draracle's riddle before we can assemble any of the ingredients.
Let's return to Gladstone. Maybe one of the council can figure this out.
As I was saying, the Draracle plays a much larger role in the second game. It's kind of suggested that he's someone really important in this first game. Even the Draracle's familiar, Ak'shel, that guy you saw in the robes, he'll play a much larger role in the third game. Which is kind of interesting. So I believe we're back on level 1 now. Yeah, so we're gonna work our way back out of here. Well, that didn't take too long. fight? Oh, there it is. I wonder how freeze works on these guys. Not too bad. So, where am I? I'm just gonna rest before I go back out here. Oh, you rat men. And we return to Gladstone, but there appears to be some orcs attacking us. Wow, this guy's dropped a lot of loot. I guess I can get rid of shirt. Do I have room for a mace? I'm certain I don't need iron key. Pretty positive. And emerald eye I don't need anymore, even though it looks cool.
How did these orcs get Timothy's coin sack?
Oh, that's a good question. How do you know what Timothy's coin sack looks like? Maybe Timothy inscribed his name on it. Which would be just as weird. I'm eventually gonna sell a lot of this stuff, so I like to just get as much of it as I can. I never figured out what that treant stick did.
Timothy, what happened?
Bakata, is that ak'shel? Gladstone has fallen. Scotia and the Dark Army have stolen King Richard's body. Thank goodness Dawn's magic shroud still protects him.
But we have the elixir, or at least a recipe for it.
Excuse me a moment. This arrow is quite annoying. Ak'shel, you must find the council. Only their 4 keys can open the shroud and allow application of the elixir. Remember, you must save the king and destroy Scotia.
Are we going to let him just fade away like that? Shouldn't we assist him somehow?
Death is so often embarrassing. Let us at least leave the poor man with his dignity.
Well, then where should we begin? Can we find these ingredients? What about the ruby? And where is the council?
I'll wager they followed my Mistress Dawn into Oppenwood. In that case, we'll need to get across Lake Dread ourselves.
Then let's get down to the marina and see if we can find a boat.
I like Bakata's take on death, that it's embarrassing.
Alas, Gladstone has fallen.
Ah, jeez. It's all on fire.
Alas, Gladstone has fallen.
Well, smoldering anyway. Alright, so we're out of the Draracle caves. We have the riddle scroll, which has the clues for the cure to the elixir, and we will take a break here. So I'll see you all when I get back. Thank you.